Welcome everyone to TRF Talk. I'm your host, HalyJ. Always a pleasure to be here with you. And today for our workout, I'm so excited. I have Starr Hawkins. She is the name and face of Baby Momma Fit. You may have heard of her, especially if you're in Miami. She's a Pilates queen. She trains with some of the best. And today she's gonna share her time with me. We're gonna work on maybe some Pilates moves. I'm not a Pilates princess, but I'm gonna try. We're gonna get our sweat in and we're gonna get to know her a little bit more and her journey in the fitness world. So if you're ready, I'm ready. Let's go. Yay! All right, so we're gonna start with just some mobility to warm up. We're going lower body today because, you know, I've heard you're the booty queen. We're gonna go with just some shifts. So we're gonna push our knee over our toes. And while we start to do this, you can shift back. I want you to tell the people a little bit about you because I think your words will be better than mine. So who is Starr Hawkins?
Starr Hawkins, well, I'm Baby Momma Fit. I started my fitness journey in Pilates like almost, I wanna say 9 years ago. And at the time, I was just one of the youngest ones out of all my friends to have a baby. So that's where Baby Momma Starr came from. And then that brand slowly turned into me training a bunch of moms. So during COVID, I had, I want to say like 10 moms. And then they all got pregnant again because COVID was so long, you know, there wasn't much to do. And yeah, so I started training a ton of moms and became into Baby Momma Fit. And then most recently, 4 months ago, I had my daughter. Thank you. Thank you. And the rebrand started again. And so I've been, you know, training a lot of moms, postpartum, prenatal. I've even done some classes where the babies are actually there. I teach like baby classes too. Pretty much everything women. I have a big women following. I teach pool Pilates, I teach boxing, you name it, I teach it, all around vibes. I recently started doing Pilates training, so I've been certifying girls in Pilates as well. So I'm trying to give them like my sauce, and in the training I go over, you know, a lot about mat Pilates, but a lot about just being a personality.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that's kind of what got me to where I am, like just being your true, authentic, ratchet, fun, twerkalicious self.
I love it. So I got into fitness in New York City, and there's a lot of demand, I would say, on being the cheerleader and like being that fun, you know, jokes all the time, fun music type of trainer, which kind of can set people back because if that's not you, if you're more of like a really technical coach, that feels like a lot of pressure to not be yourself.
Right.
And I think you've really built up an authentic brand of who you are. What, like, do you have any advice for maybe a coach coming up on how to figure out who am I, who do I want to be, but what's going to stay true?
You know, I think that's cool to be that trainer too, because I'm not that trainer, and I actually wish I had a little bit more of that like inner nerd in me. That I love the trainers, and I respect the people that, you know so much about the body and they nerd out when they train you. And I think that that's like, if that's your strong point, I think lean into that. But also, you know, obviously it does help to be fun and make it fun. Because at the end of the day, we're all doing the same stuff, right? We're all squatting, we're all deadlifting, we're all using TRX straps. Like, how do you make it fun where the client actually wants to do it? And I think that I like to make workouts, even though it is a workout, I try to make it something that, you know, you enjoy when you're doing it. So that's kind of how I approach it. But I do want to carry more of that in me. I respect trainers that are more, you know, strict and no breaks, and whereas I'm like, let's have some fun, let's twerk.
So we're just gonna go good mornings, hands behind the head, nice long legs, get those hamstrings and glutes to fire. So we know you're a lot of fun, and I don't know if you know this, but you are on celebritybirthdays.com. Did you know that?
No. Really?
Not that I was like Googling you or anything.
So what, people know my birthday?
So people know your birthday, there was like a few little fun facts, and then underneath like the description was something about that you believe in the merit of twerking and promote that.
Okay.
Would you agree with that statement?
Yes, I love that. Wow. So I did a series for Snapchat called Miami Muscle.
Okay.
And in one of the, I think it was actually my first episode, they had me do twerk burpees. So I don't know if you've ever done a twerk burpee, but maybe after you get me through this workout, I could put you through a twerk burpee.
Okay, yeah, for sure.
So maybe it started from that.
That's amazing. Okay, well, I feel like we're warm. It's hot out here. We're gonna move on to the next block and officially work out. Get those butts right. Yes. All right, so we're gonna start out with a curtsy balance lunge. So holding the handles, elbows at your side, we'll start with the right foot forward. In this, it's like a curtsy lunge, but you're not putting your foot on the ground.
Ooh.
Yeah. All right, here we go. We're gonna start, bend the right leg, left knee down. Beautiful, stand all the way up. So your Baby Momma Fit brand has kind of taken off. You're in Miami, but you coach at several different places, not just Pilates, right?
Yes.
So tell me a little bit about where all you coach, what kind of clients maybe you have, and then I want to talk about what's your favorite.
I think my most popular right now is the Hot Pilates at Mimi Yoga. That's like the TikToker class.
Yes.
I actually had to start telling people that if they're gonna film, they have to be in the back row. Because obviously some people were like getting their faces were coming out in videos.
Yeah.
But that's like the most popular one. Like you always see it. The girls are really sweaty, their abs are popping, and it's just a fun class to teach.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard to talk. Hard to talk and do this at the same time. But
you're doing great.
Side ass is assin', or side butt is button, excuse me.
It's fun.
So yeah, so I teach that one. That one's probably the most popular. I teach it Monday, Fridays at 2 o'clock, which is like, you would think.
A random time.
Yeah, you would think people in Miami have jobs.
No, probably not.
But that 2 o'clock time is full.
Wow.
So yeah, I do that one. On Tuesdays and Thursdays, I actually teach at Barry's Bootcamp.
Okay.
I tried out for Barry's Bootcamp, I want to say 3 times. I worked at the front desk.
Wow.
I did not get it. I didn't know what I was doing. And that was the class I wanted the most. And then once I got it, you know, at that point I had like, it's crazy how sometimes when you want certain things, I still love that job.
Yeah.
But that was the one that I was like, I have to get this. And then when I got it, I realized there's other stuff that I want to do. So
yeah.
My daughter actually works there though now, so it's a full circle moment. She works the front desk.
Yeah. Does she want to be a coach?
I don't know. She wants to play basketball.
Okay.
Women's sports is huge right now.
So nice for
It's
the,
so
the
nice.
young
I know
ones,
it wasn't
right?
for us, but like you know, she wants to do the basketball route, so it's pretty cool.
So we're gonna go into shout out to Coach Julie Yagaman at TRX who showed me this move. We'll start down on the ground.
Okay.
And we'll just do like 3 sweeps. So we just want to keep the arm long, sweep up and over.
Ooh.
Yeah, and then come back, and then we're gonna lift up and you know work the legs a little bit more.
Okay.
So with your audition, I actually auditioned the first time I tried for fitness at a cycling studio. And I had never put on cycling shoes that you clip into before for the audition. Let's go 2 more, we're gonna lift up. So in my audition, I was like, I can't even get onto this bike. And we had to go up one at a time, you know, and like perform. So now we're gonna lift up into that iso hold and do the same thing. So my audition was how to get onto the bike. Like if you had to give someone a step-by-step, because I was like, at least it's kind of funny. Yeah. Didn't make it. Did not make it as a cycling instructor.
I love that.
But I think it's interesting, like when you go through an audition and you are like, this is the goal, this is the thing, and then you find something else.
You pivot, you know? Yeah. And I mean, I still teach there, but it took me 3 times. So if you don't get it the first time, do not give up.
There you go.
Okay? Broke the third wall.
I love
there.
it. Yeah. Let's go.
Do not give up. Keep fucking trying. I like that one, Coach Julie. You killed me with that one.
Right?
So good.
So, Barry's Bootcamp, Pilates, is there any other specialties you'd say?
So I started the baby class.
Yeah.
I teach Wednesdays at 9 at One Tribe, and that's the one that's pre and postnatal.
Nice.
And they bring the babies. That is definitely my most rewarding and fun class, because it's, I don't know, I was telling a pregnant woman today actually, I was like, it's just something so nice about being in a room and you're with like 15 other women and you're just over it. Right. And you can just be like, so how are you doing? And they're like, oh, you know, I'm 25 weeks pregnant and I'm over it. And you just like share, you know, trauma bonding. It's like, or you know, you're excited or you're nervous. It's just nice to be with people who are also going through the same thing you are. Yeah. It's such a time that is like, I don't want to say fragile because we're not fragile, but our hormones are you know, it's just, it's a weird time. It's a weird time.
Yeah.
I don't want to say fragile because I was outside on my pregnancy. I was like, you know, going to space, and I was, you know, outside and having fun. And I was actually one of those friends that was like, why aren't more people inviting me out? Like, I don't want to be discriminated against because I'm pregnant.
Right.
You know?
I'm pregnant. I'm not injured. Okay?
Right. Exactly.
I love that. So you said you like to be out. Like to go to space. Is that your favorite Miami place?
You know what? It really is. Let's talk about it. Space is the best club in Miami. I like to go at 5 a.m. though. I'm a 5 a.m.er. You wake up early. Yeah. You go. You go there. You go there and you get your dance cardio in. And then I teach class by 9, you know?
Oh my
I'm a 5 a.m.er. We call it the breakfast club. Get some ginger shots. It's such a vibe. So I'll invite you, actually.
I was going to say,
I'm going to take you.
I have to say that I have not been to space ever, so I might as well go at 5 a.m., right?
I actually have a series on YouTube called Space Booty Camp, and it was workouts I did in space during COVID. Definitely, yeah, I need to send you that too. It's so fun.
Okay, let's go 2 more.
Okay.
So you told me before you like to go out, but you are actually sober and have been for a few years, right?
Yeah, so I relapsed during COVID. I smoked weed. I was like, I think I like weed, and I don't like weed. I don't know why I did that. I think when everyone was going through the crazy COVID part, you know?
Yeah.
But I have not, I don't drink alcohol. I don't do drugs. I'm, you know, sober girl.
Fully sober.
Yeah.
What has that looked like with you still going out? Have you found any pressure? I feel like from others is where a lot of pressure comes from.
I think in the beginning, like in my 20s, I will say it was way harder to get sober and stay sober and be social. I think now, I don't know if I'm just getting older and people, you know, a lot of my friends do not drink or really don't want to drink as much. I feel like also you see a lot more mocktails out. Like,
for sure.
There's a culture like with my daughter's generation where they want to be healthy.
Yes.
You know, it's different. It's not like how I grew up, you know. We're in the tanning beds, we're putting oil on our bodies, we're binge drinking, like funnels, you know, like a beer and stuff. And I feel like, you know, my daughters, they all want to be healthy, they do skincare.
We can stop
it's
here.
just please. They just want to be healthy, you know? It's like it's a different time.
Yes.
So, yeah, I mean, I love it. I love being sober. And honestly, fitness is my church. Like, that's what keeps me sober.
Okay.
Helping people, being out, being social in my classes. I try to, you know, make my classes feel like a club sometimes.
Yeah.
One of my first classes was at Coyo Taco in like their back room, which is like the club room. Okay. So I just always try to, you know, create that vibe, that energy.
Yeah. Love that. So with getting sober and fitness, was there one that came first, or did they come kind of simultaneously?
Well, I was dating a guy. It always starts with a guy. It
always
always starts with a guy with me, you know? Like, even when I would relapse, it was always a freaking guy.
Oh, no.
And basically, this guy that I was dating was like, listen, if you don't get sober, he was like, I think you have a problem.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, really? I think you have a
tough
problem.
to hear. Yeah.
Right. So he was like, if you don't get sober, we're not going to work out. And I started going to AA.
Okay.
And I was really, I mean, I will say the first like couple years, I was big into AA. Okay. Right now, that's not really my story. I will say it's more like fitness. And, you know, fitness is definitely what keeps me sober. So,
okay. That's
beautiful. Yeah, I love it. I mean, I wouldn't be where I was if I wasn't sober. So.
Yeah. And that's tough, I feel like, in Miami, you know, it can feel like that's everything that Miami is about, but really, like you said, I think there is like a new wave of wellness that's coming.
Yeah, they want to make, I think, spring break like a new wellness. Did you see that?
I didn't.
They're trying to turn South Beach into like a new wellness. During spring break, they're going to do more activations for that. I mean, my friends, they're not big like partiers, like drugs were never really a thing for me. It was the drinking. I would do drugs to keep drinking, but drinking was more my thing. And I just can't think of a situation where alcohol would even be a part of, like, I can't think of the perfect situation, like on a private jet with Drake. Like, no, I still want to be drunk.
Right. Yeah.
And I don't want to be on a private jet with Drake, but I'm just saying, I'm like trying to think in my head sometimes, like what would be the ideal situation
Drake,
to want to drink.
Her.
Yeah.
Where's your private jet?
Don't tell my husband that.
All right, we're gonna switch sides. So I'll give you this. Oh, okay. All right, so talking a little bit about being healthy. I know you have 2 daughters now, 2 beautiful girls and a husband. What has that looked like building your brand, getting into fitness, staying sober, and then also trying to cultivate this like healthy relationship at home?
I mean, oh wow, I don't even know where to start with that question. It's so layered.
Yeah.
Me and my husband were a COVID marriage. So we met, he's actually British and he's also in fitness.
Yes.
And I think that's where we bonded the most, is that we both love fitness. And then I want to say about 2 years ago on my birthday, he was like, oh, I'm going to just stop drinking for 30 days. And then he's also like, doesn't drink and is sober. So I love that in a partner.
Yeah.
He does my content. I love that.
That's nice.
So he really respects like building my brand and wanting to help me build something.
Yeah.
So I need a supportive like husband for that. I need someone who's not going to tell me I can't be who I am. I can't twerk on a table or, you know, be loud and be fun. And he's always like, let me be who I am.
Nice.
And then how he is with my daughter, just, you know, like they get along really well. He, you know, coaches her and stuff. So the family dynamic has been great.
Okay.
And then I knew I wanted to have another child. So, you know, once it happened, it was like the rebrand of the brand, you know, came back.
Yeah.
But it's hard. It's hard to, you know, keep everything balanced, especially with social media is such a big part of your life.
Yes.
I show a lot of my life to him or I show a lot of our life to everyone on the internet. And, you know, sometimes you want to save some stuff for yourself.
Yeah.
Even when I had the baby, I was like, am I going to show the baby's face? Am I not? Like, so.
Yeah, that's tough. I mean, we're all glad you showed the baby's face because she's adorable.
Thank you.
But yes.
Someone said she looks like Moana. I was like, yeah, she kind of does.
Beautiful.
So yeah, so that's been pretty, you know, it's been an adjustment to have a baby and be a wife. I was single for a very long time, and I will say I had to work on myself a lot to like be ready to have a partner too.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I think that's big. A lot of people don't think about the fact that like you have to be ready. Everyone's ready to find the perfect man or woman, but it's like, what about you? Are you stable? Are you?
And you don't want to meet that person and not be ready, right? So I need to do a lot of self work for myself, like healthy habits. I don't want to be toxic when a good person does come. So, you know, I had to work on myself, and I think going through sobriety and learning a lot about myself and has really helped. You know, a lot of self awareness. Constantly working. I'm constantly working on myself.
Well, you know,
we never stop,
right?
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna start with goblet squats. You're already set and ready to go. Just sitting low and driving up. We'll go 10 here, and then we're gonna go into the more fun part of the workout where we get to move and do a death march. But while we're having so much fun together.
I love that it has death in the name.
Remember, soft girl, that's what we're doing. I wanted to ask you though, because you have an outstanding presence on social media, online. How was that when you first started out? Did you have like a goal in mind? We can stop there. And building up, like, did you have to do some trial and error to kind of build your brand and who you are and establish, or was it pretty natural of a progression?
I would definitely say I've always liked social media, so I'm kind of creative in that sense.
Yeah.
I also like, some people post and like think about what they post. They like look at it. I feel like if I do that, it will make me judge myself. So I just don't even like, I'm very like in the moment.
Yeah.
You know, and I think like with content, I will give that advice. If you're putting out content, like if you always post at a high standard, like you're always like hair done, makeup done, I'm perfect. You always have to be perfect.
Yeah.
But if you post and you got like one eyelash coming off, boogers in your nose, and you're like, yo, I'm not gonna make it today, but I'm gonna keep going, you know, then like the standard is, it's authentic. You can just be yourself. So I've always kind of just been like in the moment type girl.
Okay.
And then I got creative. I started like Workout Crush. I would do Workout Crush Wednesdays, and I would ask other influencers to like do workouts with me, and I'd buy them a bra and I'd hire a videographer, like kind of like this, like, you know, just collab with people, always meeting people, always like just trying to reach out. And because of their following, they would post me, I would post them. Yeah. So like I was collabing back before collabs were like a thing.
Nice.
And I was just able to like have fun with it, I guess. And I really enjoy social media. I think there is a part where you kind of have to enjoy it. And if you don't enjoy it, I think it's really good to hire someone to help you do it.
Yeah.
So I have a social media person now that helps me like, you know, follow all the trends and stuff. Cause a lot of times I can't follow all of the stuff that's happening on TikTok.
Yeah.
And YouTube. And I mean, there's so many platforms now.
Oh, yes.
So it's hard to stay, you know, with everything, but it's worth it to hire someone.
Yeah.
If you need to.
Yeah. Because it feels like almost like a whole other job just to be watching TikTok videos and see like what's trending, what sounds are working. Have you found with the different platforms that you have to change up what you post on each, or do you kind of keep the same across all of them?
I do post a lot of the same throughout just because that's my brand.
Okay.
But just because something goes viral on TikTok doesn't mean it'll go viral on Instagram.
Yeah.
I think they're different audiences, but it is very important to, I think, post on all platforms, because sometimes I get jobs just because of my following.
Yeah.
You know, it's not about what I know or, if I'm a better trainer, it's because the brand wants to get more reach. You know what I mean? So social media is a big part in being an instructor, I think, if that's the type of instructor you want to be, if you want to do brand deals.
Yeah.
And let me just tell you, the brand deals are what, they pay.
Yeah.
They're going to pay. We want TRX to do a sponsored post on my page.
You heard that. You heard that. Let's go one more.
So if that's your goal, then I think, taking social media seriously is important.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have nothing but positive things to say about social media because it changed the trajectory of my career,
Yeah.
Like during COVID, I was able to start my online. I was one of the first trainers to do workouts on OnlyFans.
Yes.
Which was like kind of weird,
Yeah.
But I had at one point, I don't know, maybe 600 women on a man-run platform. So
amazing.
They weren't bringing me clients, but I was thinking outside the box. I was getting PR from it. And I was able to you're able to reach people all over America. I go somewhere in America and even the UK and stuff. But if I go somewhere, people are like, oh, I've done your classes or I've seen you.
Yeah.
So it's really cool to be,
Yeah, to grow that way.
Yeah.
Are you still using OnlyFans too as a platform?
No. I finally made some coin and I got my own site, babymommafitness.com.
Love it. Look it up.
Fitness, because somebody took Baby Momma Fit. Rude.
We all know the real Baby
know
Momma
who.
Fit.
Yo, those walks, the death marches are yes.
Yeah, they're marching.
They are marching.
What if we do lunges back?
Oh, we can do that. We can do that.
So lunges back.
Oh, we're doing two. Okay, we're doing two.
Oh.
Let's go.
Okay, so with social media, I was just having a conversation because I sometimes plan and host events, and I'll reach out to brands and they send me goodies and gift bags and stuff. What is the point, do you think, when you start to say okay, no, I don't want free product. I need to be paid for this, whether it's a post or an event. Kind of how do you make that switch when you're like, okay, they should be paying me, I'm worth it, Yeah, I mean, have the following.
Sometimes it is worth it to get, I guess it depends on what the product is, right? If it's a brand and they're giving you 30 outfits, then I can understand, that's 30 outfits, that's probably what? A couple grand there in clothing. But if it's, the same company that you've been posting their electrolytes over and over again, you can position yourself in a way to say hey, I have this community and I'm giving you these influencers that attend my workouts. A lot of time it's just about how you put it in an email.
Okay.
Which thank God for ChatGPT.
Praise.
Chat is my best friend. And you can, and there's even, somebody was telling me there's AI for decks. You can even make a media kit in a deck. Yeah. And just be like, these are my influencers that come to my workout. This is the community that you're getting. Plus I'm posting, I'm hiring video and photographer. You just have to position yourself in a way that the brand has to say yes, Okay. So I think clothing sometimes I slide with, but a lot of these companies, and if they lie to you and tell you they don't have a budget, that's crazy. Because if you don't have a budget, you don't have money. Right. Y'all got money.
Yeah. I'm calling Starr.
Right.
She said.
Social media is people are doubling their social media budgets. This isn't stopping. Yeah. Social media is not stopping. Right. So I hit up Jackson Hospital when I gave birth. When I found out I was pregnant, I said, what's up with a partnership? Yeah. Because you just anything. Yeah. If something you're using all day long, you post them and you got to manifest it. You attract what you want. You're right. So if you like some certain brands, start tagging them, and then say, oh yeah, you can send me some stuff. Or,
feel free.
And then from there, cut the check.
Love it. All right, let's do this again.
Oh, yeah.
We're having fun, right?
Yeah. This is fun. No, I can feel it in my hamstrings. I need to do this.
Nice. All right, so I want to talk about fitness trends, fitness trainers. You're on social media. Is there a trend that you've seen pop up, since you started in fitness, that you love, or one that maybe you're I just wish that would go away?
Well, I will say the one trend that is huge right now is Pilates, obviously.
Yes.
And I think that there's a fight between what is real Pilates, and what is, what you're seeing. And what you're seeing on TikTok and all that stuff, it's more sculpt. It's variations of Pilates. It's not, the strict Joseph Pilates moves. Yes. But I think that that's what makes it so cool. Yeah. I love that fitness evolves, It's it used to be the Jane Fonda workout. Right. Now it's Pilates. Or it used to be Tai Bo. Now it's something else. It's it used to be, what's High Rocks? What was High Rocks before that?
There was CrossFit.
CrossFit. Yeah. Now everything just evolves. And I think that's what makes it so fun, because I think fitness has got to stay fun. It's
Yeah.
got to stay up to date because
Yeah.
if not, we're just like doing the same thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, I love the big Pilates boom. I'm here for it because I teach it.
Right. Makes it nice.
What am I not with? I don't know. I mean, I do a little bit of everything, to be honest. I'm trying to think. What are you not hopping on fitness trend wise?
I would say like if I see a class, specifically like HIIT or boot camp, and it's just like now you do 200 box jumps and 500 burpees and you're gonna be so sore and tired, amazing workout, I'm the best trainer ever. That's where I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Like, are we being smart?
Yeah, like, and it's not good, us as women anyways, to just like be beating up our bodies like that.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not like a big plank heavy workout girl.
Okay.
I can't like do like planks for 5 minutes.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know, soft girl era right now.
No, I will say I've definitely been to some workouts before and they'll say like, okay, we're gonna do core, and it's just all planks.
Yeah, it's
I'm
like
like,
a whole
guys,
song of planks.
There's so many other core moves we could be doing.
Yeah.
Besides my shoulders dying. But yeah, so Pilates, I used to coach at a studio that was not technically Pilates. And I'm sure you might understand what kind of studio that was.
Yeah.
There's
a
great
ton of them.
workout. Yeah, great workout, great equipment. But as someone who is officially in Pilates, what are your thoughts on stuff like that? Like the hybrids, I guess more so if the company or studio is branding themselves Pilates or not.
I mean, I guess you should say what you
do one
are,
more.
right? Like
Yeah.
my class that's really popular is a Pilates boot camp, because if I do want to throw in a burpee,
Yeah.
I don't want anybody to be like, hey, I just signed up for Pilates, and then we're doing burpees.
Joseph Pilates didn't do burpees.
Right. Which he did some crazy stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, I would not be surprised if he wasn't in his underwear doing burpees, but on top of women probably.
Oh boy.
No, he was a little odd.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I guess you should kind of like represent the workout that you are.
Yeah.
I just like, people are really like upset about it, and I just have other things to worry about.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I just want to make it to the workout, if that makes sense.
Yes. Yeah.
I want to schedule in my me time.
That's right.
And sometimes like, yeah, I just don't want to go to a workout where the instructor isn't giving me 100% of herself, isn't playing bomb ass music.
Yeah.
And that could be anything. That could even be not my music type. If you're gonna go hard with like the Sabrina or Sophia Carpenter, whatever her name is, and like Taylor Swift and stuff, you can do that.
Yeah.
Go hard with it and make it a vibe.
Yeah.
Obviously it's not my vibe, but that's like, I respect all vibes.
Right.
But like, yeah, I want to go somewhere where I feel like you've walked into an experience.
Yeah.
So I book my classes actually for the instructor usually.
Yeah.
Because I know the instructor is going to be giving it 100%,
Yeah.
Not even about the workout. It's like, who's teaching it?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do I know I'm gonna get from
Yeah,
this?
because nothing's worse than like getting a babysitter or like blocking out the
Yeah.
1 hour you have when you've been training all day, and then you go to something and it's like, yo,
What am I doing?
what am I doing here? The instructor's like not talking to you, not correcting your form, or like, not even that you have to correct my form, but like, I don't know, give me like a, you got this, something.
Yeah, so one of the interviews we did with Yusuf Jeffords is his name, he was saying a quote that he heard and like keeps as a coach is, I'm gonna probably butcher exactly what it was, but basically, if you don't say anything, you don't care, like as a coach.
Right.
Like, if you're not saying anything to the person, no cueing, no hyping, like, do you really care about that person, your client, your member,
Right. No, I think it's very important that you hype people up. Like some people, obviously new instructors, because I've been doing these trainings, I see like, and some instructors are nervous to touch people,
Yes.
or they don't know exactly how to cue, whichever. But you can come in with a good vibe, a good smile, a bomb playlist.
Yeah.
Like I think when you go to classes, it's more about, the vibes than it is. Well, it is about the workout, but. Yeah, you want good vibes.
Yeah.
I want good energy.
For sure. All right, we're gonna hit these hamstrings and glutes. And let's talk about tattoos.
Woohoo!
We love tattoos.
We love tattoos.
When did you get your very first one?
I could not wait until my 18th birthday, so I got it like a week before I was 17. I went to somebody's house in Georgetown, DC, and I did it on their table.
Oh.
And I got some stars.
Okay.
3 stars. And And then I later on got like rock star with 2 R's on my stomach, like right beside it.
Nice. Let's go one more.
I got the tramp stamp.
Okay.
I got all the like 1990s tattoo. I got the rosary around the ankle.
Love, love.
Who would have thought like tattoos age you? I didn't realize that when I was getting them. You know, it's like the dolphin around the belly button.
True.
Yeah,
all right.
The barbed wire around the bicep, you know?
You got all the classics, you know? You
Yeah.
can just say that. So let's lay back.
Okay.
We'll go knee tucks here.
Knee
so
tuck?
pushing, yeah, so switch your hands to the cradles.
Okay.
Push down, and then knees in and out.
Woo-hoo-hoo.
There it comes. All right, so tell me your most favorite tattoo and your least favorite.
Most favorite are definitely my portraits. I
Okay.
love like all the family members. Least favorite, I have a Kanye West tattoo because we have the same birthday. But I turned Yeezus to Jesus. We're still working on him, but
Okay.
yeah, that's definitely Jesus now.
So do you have plans for more tattoos, or is it something you just kind of always are getting more when you feel like it?
I'm very impulsive. I think that's the Gemini in me, so I never really think about my tattoos when I do them.
Okay.
But because I have Soleil, I have to get a portrait of her. I have one of Gianna,
Yeah.
my other daughter, so I definitely have to get, I'm gonna get at least one more for her, but
Yeah.
doing the removal, honestly, like changed my whole mind about tattoos. That's like the worst pain I've ever felt in my life.
Yeah.
And I've given birth twice, so
All right,
they're
let's
covering it. I did laser on it first, so then I lost like some pigment in my skin. Yeah, wild. That shit hurts. It's like burning off your skin.
Oh my gosh.
Yo, it's the worst. Do not recommend.
Do not
Listen,
recommend.
if you're gonna get tattoos, only people who have passed, and because if people are still alive, they can do stuff. They can do bad stuff. Even when they pass, we've been finding out stuff about them later on. So, just only family members and dogs.
Yeah. Okay, one more round.
One more round.
Yeah.
Oh, we're doing it in the rain.
We're
Let's
doing
fucking
it.
go.
All right, here we go. All right, if you could give one piece of advice to an up-and-coming fitness coach or just someone trying to build their brand, what would your one sentence be to them?
Keep going. Keep going. It's
Even in
gonna
the
get
rain.
hard. Just like fitness, it takes time to see results. I mean, I've been on this journey for like the last 9 years, and we all start somewhere. Like, I think people see my following now and they just assume that it was like that. I teach classes even to this day that are empty.
Yeah.
You know, like 1 or 2 people.
Yeah.
And I give it the same energy that I do when I go to teach at like the Dolphin Stadium or whatever. So I think just keep going and don't look at other people, just look at yourself. And yeah.
It's beautiful.
Whee.
Keep going, even in the rain.
Even
We're
in the
out here.
rain.
We're out here. All right, everyone. Well, you can see there was a slight change of plans and location, but we had to get our finisher in. So we're gonna go into a single leg wall sit to really burn out the leg. Let's go left leg up. And of course, I gotta shoot some questions rapid fire at Starr. So, first thing I'm gonna say is you just went to a Bad Bunny concert. What's the best concert you have ever been to?
Bad Bunny concert!
Go, okay, tell me your favorite exercise to do.
Squats.
Least favorite.
Oh, this exercise we're doing right now. Just kidding. Arms. I don't do arms. I hate doing arms.
What's your favorite song to twerk to?
Woo, anything Megan Thee Stallion, City Girls,
City
Cardi
Girls,
B.
love,
Yeah.
love. Okay, and what's your favorite snack to eat after a workout?
Pizza.
Pizza! And on that, we're done. We are out. Let's go get pizza. Crushed it. What a way to end. Look at this. It really said enough fitness for you too. You need to chill. Thank you for being here, everyone. Once again, this is TRF Talk. I'm your host, HalyJ. I just want to give a big shout out to Starr Hawkins, our guest for the workout. She's amazing.
Thank you for killing me.
Of course.
Thank you for going easy on me. She went easy on me. I can tell.
So we know you teach in Miami. We're going to be at her classes. People fly out for these classes, so book in advance. Send her a tip. She might get you in if you add that extra money. But Starr, tell us anything we should be looking out for coming up for you. Where can we see you and work out with you again?
Baby Momma Fit on Instagram. I post all my classes. I do monthly free Pilates classes. I teach at Mimi Hot Pilates. I got Gotham Boxing, Barry's Bootcamp. I'm hosting Pilates certifications. I got one in September. It's already sold out. I got October. You can do it on Zoom.
Hey.
I'm gonna help you get that bag too. I am not a gatekeeper. I share all the secrets. So just follow me and shoot me a DM. I check all my messages.
Look at that. All right, we love it. Thanks for showing up today for us. Starr, you're incredible.
Thank you.
Thank you for being
Thank
here.
you so much.
You're
Appreciate
welcome.
it.